The drivers being alerted to the red lights. The red lights go out. And Will Wainwright slots right the way across to the right-hand side of the track. Who's that coming down there, though, Nick? 74. That's Logan Hodgetts.
Great start from Logan.
He's into the lead, and Wicklow's gone with him. That's Wicklow in the red, white and black cart. Logan Hodgetts with the green and orange cart. From where was Logan Hodgetts when he started? The third row, I think.
Some problems and confuffling at the back there. Someone's, I think, in fourth. The original, earlier starters has gone backwards, so
absolutely.
I'm not sure who that is. Wicklow's in second.
Look at where the first four have broken away from the rest of the field.
So it's Wicklow in second. It's Logan Hodgetts leading. So the red car is Wicklow.
That's Will Wainwright.
Will Wainwright's in third.
And I think that might be Shiva if it's the 78.
78 it is, yeah. And then behind them, there was a kind of massive kerfuffle that's given them 2 seconds?
Yeah, huge gap between fourth and the rest of the field. Look at that. You can see what that caused. So that incident in the midfield has broken this pack up. We're going to undoubtedly have these four come together. And as much as we'd like to break away and maybe show you the midfield, we can't, because this is where the action's at. Logan Hodgetts across the line in first place, 1 lap completed. Look at Noah Wicklow, though, right on his rear bumper. But because of these Bambino C50s, they're flat out through turn one.
And the person who made the mistake was Ollie West.
Ollie West.
Up at the dog leg. He was one who's facing the wrong way and confused everyone else. He's dropped down to 17th place. So,
unbelievable.
So West then held everyone up, and the gap between the first four and the next is 2.9 seconds, Joe. So
and Ollie West, of course, winner of the first heat.
He's looking at, I'm sure he'll come through the field a bit, but he's not looking at that particularly front-low start for the two super heats, is he?
Unbelievable. The drama already that's happening here at round 3 of the 2024 Kart Championship. We're here at Warden Law. It's not over yet. We've just had the heats concluded after this checkered flag. And look at this, the Bambino C50s. We know how good this racing is. And have we got a high-speed game of chess?
I don't think so.
Or a not-so-high-speed?
They probably don't get much past playing Sorry or Ludo at this point.
These kids are flat out because they take no prisoners. You know why? They don't know anything else.
Yeah, they don't know.
They don't know anything else.
2 ways to go, isn't it? So Hodgetts from Wilco. Wilco had a very strong Wilton Mill round. And then leads Wainwright. And then you've got... it's Wicklow. Why did you get that wrong? I did this for... I apologise, Noah. I'm naming you after a now defunct haberdashery, hardware store. So I'm sure it's not the first person. So it's Wicklow in the red. But it's looking quite... Will Wainwright now looking quite racy. Yes. And we've seen what Shivar can do. And he's powered by pasta and toast.
And you know what? Can you remember the Bambino race here? It
was fantastic.
Was it the Warden Car Club Autumn Cup? Here comes Shivar. Shivar having a look down the inside. No, slots back into the yellow car, behind the yellow cart.
Cost them both times,
of Wainwright. Yes, it did. Yeah, and I think that was more to do with Wainwright. Wiglow's playing a waiting game, isn't he? Hodgetts, very composed. Let's just remind everybody that the drivers here in Bambinos are, let's just confirm, Bambinos are 6 to 8. I have to remind myself every time.
Yeah.
They start from the age of 6. From 8, they move up to cadets. So between 6, 7 and 8 years old, these drivers. And the drive, the racecraft, the way they drive these karts, the track etiquette that they show. I mean, look at this 4-kart train here. Unbelievable driving. And then behind them, there's another 4-kart train of Henry Hills, Jack Swank, Hendrik Fallat, and Arthur Bowers. But this one's for the lead.
And it's 5.5 seconds ahead of the next one. Ollie West up to 12, so he's made 5 places since the initial issue, but he's not sure how much further he can get. He could probably get up to 9th, I think.
And just remember, Nick, that when they cross underneath the start gantry, they have a massive display board that tells them exactly how much time they have. And it's as if, as we get to the 2-minute sounder, which we should have, because that's when things begin to kick off. And as we go towards the last 2 minutes, look at that, they fan out going towards the gasworks hairpin and then slot back in through the never-ending. We heard Eddie Stewart describe this left-hander here that they're in there. The horseshoe is never-ending. That's the way I used to feel when I drove here. It just goes on, and it's going on and on for these four.
A bit like you are. So anyway, so Wicklow again looking like he has very much decided that he's not making his move until much towards the end of the race. And he's just for Wainwright. So Wicklow, I think, has got the hidden pace here. Now the question is whether Logan Hodgson can do anything about it when it fires. But there's now again a gap. I think Wainwright's making a couple of little minor errors.
He is,
unfortunately, Benjamin Stivar can't make the most of it by getting past him. He's getting caught by the delay. And it's no, perhaps he's going to get him this time. No.
Looked like he was alongside for a bit, didn't it? Wasn't quite. Do you think Wicklow was playing a waiting game?
Yes, 100%. I think he's decided the slipstream's too strong.
Yeah, but Logan Hodgetts is pretty quick. You know, I mean, look how Wicklow, they're both flat out through there. You know, there's very little speed difference from barely touching the brake, just dabbing the brake just to settle the cart and then turning in. This is where he might have to take advantage. Not necessarily this lap, but certainly the next lap. Because with a 1:09 lap time, they cross the line now with 1:06 on the clock.
So you got 2 to
one
go.
lap board.
2 to go.
Next time by.
Now we are in 2 pairs. We're not a group of 4 anymore. It's 2 pairs. And I think Stivar really needs to dismiss Wainwright if he wants to have any chance of moving further forward. And if I was Wicklow and I saw that gap behind me, this is when I pull the pin.
Yeah, you might think that's advisable, but then again, it's not just a case of pulling the pin. You're having to really plan this, and when the driver you're racing against is going as quick or a little bit quicker in places than you, there's nothing you can do. You know, they're following one another round, and into the chicane we go. And look at that, Wicklow trying all he can. Now look at the momentum out of that corner. He's going to have to rely on the slipstream, and if anything, they barely touch the brake turning in. Look how fast they turn through that corner there. Very little difference. Bambinos just race so well everywhere.
So last time down the straight's coming up. Therefore, Wicklow just has to use the slipstream. That's
the only hope he's got. But then, again, turn 1 here is virtually flat out in a Bambino. He hasn't quite got the power.
He's done it. He's going for it.
Side by side. There we go. That's
Mystic Nick told you he's holding back. It doesn't of course mean that Hodges hasn't got something back for him.
That was momentum, wasn't it? That was sorry, not momentum. Slipstream.
That's one. Yeah,
that was slipstream.
That was chess.
That was no chess there, mate. The chessboard was flipped
Hodges
up.
now looking to get it back.
He has down the inside of the first centres. Can Wicklow come back at him? No, he cannot. And Hodgetts will hang on to this out of the second centre hairpin. Now towards the chicane, they're side by side. This is the last hit of the change.
There we go.
And Wicklow's made it happen.
Well, that's 3 this lap, because I think there's still a chance that Hodges will come back in the hairpin.
Still one more chance, I say, on the cards, and that's at the gasworks. Defensive line from Wicklow. This
wide for the cutback.
Yep, Hodgetts can make the cutback.
And Shlivar's taking 3rd place.
Side by side, they're wheel banging through the horseshoe. They're side by side for second. Let's see how it fans out. Wainwright hangs on to second as Wicklow comes out the final turn, and it will be Wicklow who takes the win in heat 2. Side by side, watch the gap. The gap is 0.085
of a second. Slivar takes it by again about a 10th. Great racing by all the involved there.
Look at how fired up Noah Wicklow is coming into this park firm here. Just underneath us at the window of the media box here. What a great race as ever. We had to wait all the way till the end, though, Nick, didn't we, for Noah Wicklow to make that move. You did, you saw it, you read it, mate. You absolutely read it. Look at that at the line, though. Logan Hodgetts second, and then Benjamin Shivar did, in fact, get past Will Wainwright.
Yeah, just in the background. He got him at the
final turn.
The hairpin, and then they went side by side all the way around the horseshoe.
Unbelievable driving once again from the Bambinos.